Good afternoon. I was about to say good morning. Hello, it is Roz Brooks here, your health and wellness strategist, here to teach you all about how to grow a healthy mind, body, and of course, a life that you love. I am just checking in, saying hello, giving you a couple of words for the week. It is Sunday. To all you moms out there, saying happy Father's Day to your hubbies and your own fathers. I don't have my father anymore, unfortunately, but I always think about him, not just on Father's Day, but I think about him all the time. So um, I wanted to share something. Hey, Miss Selena. I wanted to share something with you really quick let me tell you, Belize it opened up my eyes to so many things, y'all. I have so much to teach, so much to say, so much to, oh, I just need a room with women for a week that we can just sleep in and eat in and just have this whole wellness retreat and just learn and learn and soak and absorb. But anyway, hey, Miss Tiff. Hello, Miss Celeste. So why is sugar, look, I'm always studying all the time, but I hadn't quite heard it like this. And it's just a great, simple way to explain to you why certain foods are so freaking addictive. Celeste says she went, yeah, oh, you went to Belize? Yeah, I can't wait to go back. Like, they're bringing me back so that I can plant at the resort that we were staying at with all the villas. So I'm going to be going back in December, I think, for probably like 3 weeks so I can plant his whole property with all kinds of veggies, so that, because it's kind of like a bed and breakfast, and he wants to be able to offer fresh goodies to his guests. So that is going to be great. So why are certain foods so addictive? Okay, I have to write this down. When you take one substance from the plant, you have a drug. When you take, hold on, guys. I have to silence my phone. When you take one substance from a plant, you have a drug. So, hello, my friend Charlize. It's time for a coffee date. So, when you take the cocoa leaf, break it down. When you remove the cocaine from the plant, you have a drug. When you take the poppy seed and you isolate it, you get the heroin, you have a drug. When you isolate the starch from a wheat berry and you get flour, you now have a drug. So understand that, like, that just, it really does make, this is why certain foods are so addictive. When you isolate the sugar from the sugarcane plant, you now have a drug. And these are all some of the most addictive things, right? Flour, super addictive. When we talk about breads, pastas, like, it's super hard for most people to give up carbs. It's very addictive. When you isolate the starch from the plant, the wheat berry, you're going to get a drug. When you take the cocoa leaf and you isolate the cocaine from it, you have a drug. Yes, this is why whole foods are better than processed foods. Because you're not isolating anything. You're eating the whole plant. You're eating the whole berry. You're eating the whole sugarcane. The whole sugarcane plant is perfect. It's nature's perfect food. When you isolate that sugar, you now have a very addictive drug. Sugar This is how it's not only addictive because it's been isolated, but sugar also pulls moisture from your body. Your body tries to make that thing that just came in whole again. So think about this. A raisin has been stripped of its moisture, or dried fruit has been stripped of its moisture. When you put it back in water, it plumps up again, right? That's kind of what the body is trying to do when sugar has been isolated and you're consuming it. So the body, because it's trying to process it, it's trying to make that thing whole again, it's going to pull moisture from everywhere in your body. So it's going to pull moisture from your bones, from your skin, from your muscles, from your blood, from your prostate, from your tissues, from your skin. So that is what sugar is doing in its addictive state. The body is trying to do all that it can to bring moisture to it so that it could kind of make it whole again, for lack of a better analogy, so that it can process it. So when you think about dehydration, when you think about inflammation, when you think about these things, like when you're consuming sugar, when you're consuming white flour, when you're consuming white rice, and the body is pulling and pulling and pulling from everywhere, trying to do all that it can because it's not a whole food. It is an isolated food, and the body doesn't recognize it. It recognizes a grape, but it doesn't recognize a raisin because a raisin is not natural. Now, don't get me wrong, I eat raisins and craisins. I have a few on my salad, but I'm very aware that the body is just not like wondering, okay, what is this? Because there's no moisture in it and it should be, right? So that's a little bit of how food becomes super, super addictive. So again, when you remove one substance from the plant, you have a drug, which makes sugar becomes a drug, wheat becomes a drug. Like, we just have to have flour, we have to have rice, we have to have bread, we have to have the pasta. Like, we just crave it, and we know that it breaks down ultimately into a sugar. And of course, we all know how much of a drug sugar is. When I was in Belize, oh my goodness, one of the things that was so prevalent in my mind was that, if I didn't believe that God made plants for the healing of our body, I absolutely believe it now. It was really just amazing how they just pulled things from trees and plants and the bark off of a tree and use it for the healing of everything. There was this, I was sharing with my cousin yesterday, they had this, it looked like a small tree bark, like if you have a small tree, right? And the base of the tree is just like the size of corn on the cob. So it's like a piece of bark that's about the width of a corn on the cob, brown, right? Inside of it, there's 3 holes, and I don't think I wrote the name of it down. Inside of it, it had 3 holes, and it looked like it had this kind of brown stuff in it. And so they were all over the ground, like we have pine cones, like all over the place, right? They're like all over the ground. They look like a club, like a billy club, where you could like beat somebody up with it, right? So we're walking down the road, had just come off of a river, took a little rowboat out into the river and had this really like awesome tour of the river. But anyway, so we're walking back and there's this brown stuff in it, and he's like, taste it, it's really sweet. Now, mind you, there's like hundreds of them everywhere, right? Through the woods, like they've fallen off from somewhere. I taste it. It tastes like maple syrup. Hello. Rosalind, it tastes like maple syrup. And I'm like, wow. Guess what, ladies? It is nature's Viagra. Literally, nature's Viagra. And I was able to bring all my stuff home on the plane, and I would have brought that, but I wasn't sure I was going to be able to bring anything back. And because that was kind of big, like I didn't want to chance it, but I wish I had it. But the next time I go down there, I will. So he said that it is great for the iron. It's an iron builder and it's a blood builder. And he said, we have no problem in that area. We men don't have that problem because they're taking that, right? So I'm like, how do you use this? So he tells me that you soak it in water for about 3 days, right? So it's about this long, this wide, right? He says you soak it in water. So we had gotten a 5-gallon bucket, like the kind you get from Home Depot, like a paint bucket, because it's really long. So we put it in there, soak it in water. He says you soak it for about 3 days, and like all the sticky stuff that was in the middle, it soaks out of it, right? I unfortunately was leaving the next day, so it was still all intact, and the horses drank the water out of it that night, so only half the bucket was full, which was like I should have put it inside. So the water would have to, of course, cover that thing, right? Or I could have broken it in half. But anyway, you soak it for 3 days, and I'm assuming like the water becomes a little bit tan or brown, and then you drink it. Like the men drink it and the women drink it. And I was like, wow. So the next time I go to Belize, we can't get that. I would have to go there again to bring that back. But the next time I go to Belize, it's not going to be for vacation. It's not going to be for going on excursions and tours. It's going to purely be learning. It's going to be packing. I'm bringing 3 empty suitcases, and those puppies will be full, and I will have it on the way home. So Shali says, what's going on with the male horses once they drink? Well, it hadn't soaked enough, so, but yeah, very interesting. So let me show you, because I am getting baby horses a bath. Look, when he said it was good for the libido, I'm like, oh no, I ain't taking that home. I threw the one in my hand across the road because I didn't want to bring it home. But look, let me show you guys. I'm gonna turn my phone around. I am getting ready for our Wellness U call, and I'm going to be, we have a training call a couple times a month, but I want to show you what I'm going to be teaching them today. So this is soursop. Like, have you guys ever had the soursop drink? This is Cersei. Let me see what that is. Like, I have all kinds of notes. Cersei. Where did I write that at? This is for fever and the blood. This soursop is for high blood pressure, sugar, diabetes, and cancer. Soursop is really good for cancer. This is fenugreek, and this is for high blood pressure. And I brought a lot of that and you only use 1 teaspoon. So the ladies in Wellness U are going to be my, oh my gosh, y'all, look. Now I should have brought a whole bag of this. Let me see what this one is called. It's for cancer. Like, it's for cancer. And she showed me exactly how to do it. They had a lot of testimonials where in 4 to 6 weeks, people went back and they didn't have anything. This is for weight loss. So I can't wait to try that on some of the ladies. So I'm going to pick, if you're in Wellness U and you're on the call, you get to be my guinea pig. This is just a bitter that is good for overall health. You put it in I'm going to see if I have one in the fridge. I want to show you how you do that one. Horsetail. Let me see what horsetail is for. Kidney infection and a urinary tract infection. And they were like, in 2 days, a urinary tract infection will be gone. Oh, your fenugreek, we recommended it. Really? Let me see. What did I say fenugreek was for? High blood. Oh, okay. Wow. That's pretty amazing. Okay. I can't look. This one is chinny root or China root. Yeah, you need to get in Wellness U because, girl, I'm about to start a movement that's going to be amazing. We're about to learn to get healed. So this chinny root builds up the blood, which we all need. Flor de Tilo. Let me see what that one is. Oh my gosh, I can't look. This is for depression, sleep, and paralysis. So the medicine woman that I bought so much of this from was teaching me and said that she was working with someone who had a stroke, was paralyzed on one side. In 3 days, it was gone. They were back to normal again. Like, yeah, that's pretty amazing. I got stuff, but I'm so excited because so many people exhibit depression and anxiety that I really brought a lot of that. What else? This is for, they took the bark off of a tree. This is for cataracts. So I am going to be looking for someone in Wellness U who has cataracts, and we're going to be able to practice with them. They told me, he pulled the bark off the tree and said within a week, the cataract will be removed from the eye. That I was blown away by that. Shoot, what was this? I gotta look at my notes and see exactly what this is that I brought. And it's so crazy, you guys. It's still wet. Like, it's wet like I just harvested. So, anyway, it was like a awesome, enlightening trip. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the healing of the body. Like, God is just so awesome. He's just so awesome. If you're not in Wellness University, definitely you need to be in. We are going to have some fun today on our call. Definitely I'll be talking a lot about these herbs, and we're going to be making, I already have it set up. Let me show you. We are going to be making, Selena, I'll be able to go over it all on our call in a little bit. We're going to be making our own cleaning products. So we're going to make today a citrus, kind of like kitchen cleaner, bathroom cleaner. We're going to be making a natural Ajax or Comet, and we're going to be making mouthwash. So once every 2 months, we do a product demo where I have all my ingredients and the ladies on the call have their ingredients, and we all make it together. You know, of course, anybody can follow a recipe and get the stuff made, but, it's just easy when you got to set time, you got to set date, you get your stuff, you can do it. And because you know how we'll procrastinate. But if they know every 6 weeks on our training call, we're going to be making something, you get it, knock it out. The last, in I think the 1st of May, we had one and we made body butter, we made toothpaste, we made deodorant, and we made an Epsom salt soap for the bath. And like we were able to just knock that out. You know, that was the 1st of May. Mine will probably last till about the end of June. So it's pretty cool. I enjoy the accountability. That's the best thing about being in anything with a group. And I encourage all of you, even if you're not in Wellness University, to just find a wellness partner. I mean, find someone that you guys could take this journey together. It's always easier when it's you and someone else because you guys can kick one another in the pants when you're not doing what you need to be doing. So I am going to hop off now. Just wanted to share with you about the addiction of foods, share with you a little bit about the herbs, encourage you that every little step is a step in the right direction. Don't get discouraged if you're not doing everything that you think you should be doing. It takes time. It takes time to just get your mind right. Like, it just takes time to incorporate. The world has us so gagged and bound with working all day and taking care of this and paying bills and coming home and, you know, we're involved in this, we're involved with the kids, we're involved in church ministry. Like, we're doing so much that we literally have zero time to take care of ourselves. And it begins to show as we get older and we start breaking down, and now we start scrambling to fix it. We start scrambling because we're having all these health issues and we're trying to fix it. So just keep taking baby steps. Keep taking baby steps. I love how you guys are, you know, posting some of the dishes that you're making and some of the things that you're doing. It's enough. Don't ever think that what you're doing is not enough, because if you're doing anything, that's a step in the right direction, and it's definitely enough. You will add more as you can add more. You know, be patient with yourself. Love yourself no matter where you are. This is Rosalind signing off, wishing you love, peace, and a whole lot of kale. And if you want to join Wellness U, definitely you can go to wellnessuniversity.life. And we have a training call at 5 p.m. So if you, if you join up before 5, definitely we'll give you all the information and you can hop on our product making herb training call tonight. So love you all, to life and back. See you soon.